Hi everyone, it's Marigold. I'm in the kitchen and following such a lovely response and loads of lovely comments and messages about my keto Yorkshire pudding video. We are ketoing it up again. For anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, I am of course talking about the ketogenic diet, which is something I follow from time to time. Personally, I don't think it's something you can do all the time, because if you like your food, it can get a bit monotonous, but it is something that's worked for me. And just the basics, it's 75% fat, 20% protein and 5% carbs. So you've got to incorporate that into your diet. Really, really great. So last time I did Yorkshire puddings, and being a proud Yorkshire woman myself, there's nothing better than a Sunday dinner. Obviously it's Christmas time, but this recipe is for any old time. And one of the things you can't have on keto is bread. You can get low carb bread and things like that, that's absolutely fine, but bread is the devil. So stuffing is something that you tend to miss out on, but I'm going to show you an alternative to stuffing today that I think you'll really enjoy. First of all, because we're cooking, we're going to have a glass of wine. Now you might argue that wine isn't keto, but quite a lot of red wines are quite low carb. Just don't drink too much if you're being strict with yourself. And I always say everything in moderation, including moderation. So yeah, if you've been told off for drinking by a doctor or something, then that's fair enough, but I'm just telling you, enjoy your bloody life. I mean, come on, this year's proved nothing, if nothing else, we've got to enjoy ourselves. So cheers, and here's to making some keto stuffing. I think you're gonna like it. So I'm going to bring you down here for the ingredients. Okay, so we're going to use sausages. These are Marks and Spencer sausages, which are the 90% pork. So the whole packet is 9.6 carbs. So look for one with a really high pork content, and then that will have the lower carbs, and that's really good. We're using that to work from as the base. To finish, we're using a little bit of bacon. Bacon's not bad at all. Literally, this entire bowl of bacon is 1.5 carbs, so there's barely anything in that. And then instead of bread, we're using almond flour. I'm using 50 grams of almond flour. That's just ground almonds. And then I've got just 1 gram of dried sage, 5 grams of onion powder, and then I'm going to add a gram of parsley as well, just to finish. So it's really, really simple. Top tip as well, actually, the ground almonds, you can buy almond flour on Amazon. It's quite expensive. These ground almonds come in, I'll show you actually. They're Whitworth's ground almonds. They come in bags like that, so you get 150 grams. They're on 2 for £5 at Morrison's. So if you work out the grammage, it's actually cheaper to do that, which I'm all for a little bit of cheap grammage. Right, okay. So I'll show you in real time. It's so easy. You want to take the sausages out of their skins. So it's a bit of a mucky job, but it's a good job because it will give you the basis. So you want a nice big bowl. You'll notice I'm not wearing any of my jingle jangle jewellery today, and that's why. So you want to take the sausage out of the skins. Easiest way to do it, nip it in the middle. Any perverts watching might enjoy this. And then just squeeze from the centre until all the sausage meat comes out. Like I said, it's not the most pleasant job, but when you taste this, it'll be worth it, it'll be worth it. So squeeze from the middle. It doesn't take long at all. You can't be squeamish. See, I've heard about these Sainsbury's, right, that we're going to repackage meat so that millennials, I mean, I'm a millennial, only just, all right, simmer down. Didn't have to touch things like raw meat, and it's like, don't be squeamish. I used to work in a bar, in a nightclub. When I was 15, I had a job in a nightclub. Sweeping a nightclub at the end of the night. You can't be squeamish, let me tell you. And I were on £3.50 an hour in that job, and I thought, what best job in the whole wide world, you know. Oscars, Graham and Rick, if you're watching, love ya. They gave me my first ever drag performance, you know, there, back at Oscars. I think I was 16, and I came on and I did Shania Twain, Man I Feel Like a Woman, and Don't Be Stupid, You Know I Love You. And I buggered up the end bit, you know, she goes, ridiculous. Absolutely buggered it up. It was absolutely terrible. But, you know, I stuck at it. So, yep, so get all your sausages into the bowl. It's just sausage meat. There you go, nice and easy. And then you want to add all the other ingredients. So, as I said, we've just got a gram of dried sage. Dried sage is really hard to get hold of at the moment, but it's okay. And then 5 grams of onion powder. Now all these have got such small carb contents, I'm not including them in the actual net carbs. So for all you people that count your macros religiously, what I will tell you is I've leveled up, I've rounded up with all my calculations. So these stuffing balls will be higher than what you think they are, so that would actually compensate for anything. And then a gram of parsley, which is obviously because herbs are quite light, I'm just going to do it by eye, but yeah, I really like the taste of parsley as well. So there we go, we've got your parsley going in. People banging in corridor here, honestly, I'm surprised I've been murdered. Welcome to Bradford, city of culture. Right, I always say that because they went for the Bradford bid ages ago, and I remember it were a right cringe campaign, it were awful, like just ask Gareth, you know, Gareth Gates, the big star. God love you, Gareth. And then just add your 50 grams of almond flour, and that's going to eke out the sausage meat, as we say, to make it all go a long way. And then, do you remember Art Attack with Neil, I'm going to say Neil Diamond then, not Neil Diamond. What was his name? Neil Buchanan. One of the things he used to say was, this is the really messy bit. And this, coincidentally, is the really messy bit. So you've got to be brave. As Delia says, I'm comparing myself to Delia now, have courage, have courage. And any of my friends from my live streams watching, we have this joke about Prue Leaf. You know when someone presents something on Bake Off and it looks like an absolute bag of shit, and she goes, but the flavours are lovely. So that's what we're saying now. You know when something's not quite to your liking, but you're just going to have it anyway, you just say, but the flavours are lovely. So you've got to really squeeze your hands in there because you want all the wet to take up all the dry, as it were. Now, you're going to think that it's going to be dry, but the thing is, there's plenty of fat in the sausages, and the almond flour, because it's not like flour, that will retain some of the moisture. So this is not going to be like biting into a bit of MDF, you know, a bit of drywall. And you want to really squeeze it in there, get right in. That's great. And you want to mix it like you would a dough, really, because it's only just, you want a nice even distribution so that you get all the flavours right. And you know what, as messy as it is, because it's binding together, it's taking most of the stuff with it, which is really great. So you want to just give it a really good mix. Can you hear that? Is that a bit of an ASMR there? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I don't get out much. Lockdown, tier 3, you know. That means everyone in Bradford cries 3 tears every morning. I thought it were 10 before lockdown anyway, so there you go. So you want to all in like this, all in. I also make a meatloaf with a similar principle, actually. If you do want me to see how I make that, ask me in the comments. I sound a bit croaky today, don't I? Like Holly Willoughby when she's on, you know what I mean? She has about 40 fags before she does this morning. Right, there we go. So that's all mixed together. And then I'm going to take the bowl away. Okay, and then let's get in. So I'm going to show you this now. Just come on in. That's it, a little closer. So I'm just rolling it up because I'm going to divide it into 6, okay? So just so you can try and be as even as you can. Excuse me, I just burped then, oh my God. When I put the music on at the back, I've noticed that. All my YouTube videos are me clearing my throat and then disguising a burp. So you'll know if there's some sort of, you know, I need to grab a knife. Obviously be careful running around with raw meat on your hands because you've got to be very, very careful. Make sure you wash your hands thoroughly after you've done all this. So that looks pretty even to me. And I'm just going to divide this into 6, okay? And there we go. It don't have to be exact. Like I say, the approximations for the carbs are just that, they're approximations. But you know roughly what you're having. And if you're having this as your Sunday treat, chances are you've been dead good all week anyway. So I'm just showing you now. You want to roll those into little balls. They don't have to be mega precise. They don't have to be super pretty either because it's in the eating. And I'm saying like literally on your dinner plate, you can give your guests one of these. You could make them smaller. You could even divide them into 12 and use half a slice of bacon per ball. Put a cocktail stick through them and have them as canapes. A bit of Yorkshire tapas, why not? They're fairly even. So then we're just going to take a strip of the bacon. I forgot you're all zoomed in, aren't you? And just wrap it round. Almost like, just imagine it like it's the skin on the skin, like the cuff on a drum, like that. So it's dead easy. This is so messy, honestly. You've got to be brave. You can't be squeamish. This is not one for you vegetarians, unfortunately. I don't really do much vegetarian cooking. I do love a bit of vegetarian pasta when I'm not on my keto. My favourite is pesto. I'm absolutely mad about pesto. Can't get enough of it. And I make my own pesto and it's absolutely delicious. But yeah, back to this. Get it all wrapped around the edge. Also, this will help to hold in the moisture as well with the bacon. It's really, really simple. I mean, how long has this taken us so far? 10 minutes, not even that. And we've done some pretty hardcore squishery workery, if you ask me. So it's all pretty simple. But I often find simple is good. Go and then wrap that around the final one. Okay, right, so they're all done, nice and easily wrapped up. Before I got started, I did preheat my oven to 180 because it's a fan assisted oven as well. So 200 if you have a normal oven, 180 fan, and then I'm just going to pop these in an oven proof dish. There we go. So simple, honestly. So simple. I'm just going to quickly wash my hands because my hands feel awful. It's okay. Because cooking's a bit messy sometimes, isn't it? Which is, you know, it's all good. There we go. So yeah, so they're ready to go in. So simple, honestly, so simple. You know, the sausage meat is doing half your work. And I'm going to pop those in the oven for about 30 to 35 minutes. That's because I prefer them well done. I think 30 minutes will be sufficient. So I'll pop those in the middle of the oven as well. Nice hot oven. So I'm going to have a little clean up and I will see you back here in about 35 minutes. Right kids, welcome back, welcome back. What did you do with your 30 minutes? Obviously through the magic of television, 35 minutes. You guys have come straight back. And I've just saying, you might have seen me actually, I've just posted on Facebook. What do people do in cooking items when the food's cooking? You've got to find something to do, haven't you? But yeah, I had a good time. I had a glass of wine. I enjoyed myself. Right, it's been 35 minutes anyway, so fantastically. These bad boys are done. And let's get them out. Obviously, hot oven, hot dishes, hot Marigold. So do be careful. I do like them overdone, so that is perfect for me. I just like things to be cooked. Do you know what I mean? Listen to them sizzle. Can you hear them? Go on. That is a sizzle and a half. So as you can probably see, they're nice and brown on the top and the bacon's all cooked. Everything's cooked really nicely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer those to a little bowl. Obviously, it depends how you have your dinner, really. If you want to serve them in a bowl like this and people can just get what they want. Because if, as always is the case, if some people are on diets but their family aren't, you can just let people dig in. You can make a few of these. And also as well, I was just thinking during the break, you know, the recipes I bring to you guys, the cocktails as well, all of them, they're usually things I've seen and then I've given them a bit of a tweak. And, you know, you alter things to work for you. So, there we go. I'm going to let you come a little closer, baby, you know what you do. So there we go, you see. So you've got your sausage stuffing wrapped in bacon. They are still very hot, but I am just going to show you what they look like. I'll get a fork just for safety because they are a little bit hot. But you can just see what they look like inside. So you can see there, much like stuffing, you've got that really nice texture, and the almond flour and all the herbs, fantastic, really, really great. And there it is. So really, really simple. As I said, you can make them smaller, you can make them bigger, you can do what you like with them. They're really versatile, but if you do miss that stuffing hit, one of the weirdest things, isn't it? Until you're not having it as part of your diet, you kind of don't realise how much you miss it. But yeah, they are a little bit hot, but I'm going to have a taste. They are lovely. Absolutely yum. And they will be at home on any Sunday dinner. Never mind if you're following the ketogenic diet or you're just doing low carb. So there you have it. Nice and easy. Extremely tasty, have you heard me? And it's one of those things, I think I prefer this to normal stuffing, really. You could make them so many different ways, like I say. Make them smaller, make them like a little canapé if you just want to have a nibble. You could even make them larger if you wanted to, but that would be really, really greedy, I think. But yeah, there we have it. So there it is. My low carb keto stuffing balls with bacon. And I hope you enjoy the recipe, and please let me know if you're going to give it a try. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you do give it a go, send me your pictures, let me know how you get on, because I always love to see when people have given something a go, and more importantly, let me know how you think it tastes as well. So I hope to see you soon. I hope you give it a go, and if I don't see you before, I suppose Merry Christmas. Come back to the kitchen soon for some more recipes, and I'll see you very, very soon. Bye-bye. Hi everybody, thank you so much for joining me in the kitchen. I hope you've enjoyed yourself, and I hope you're going to give it a go. Please let me know in the comments about your results. Don't forget, if there's something you want me to try, I'll have a crack at it, just get in touch. Of course, hit subscribe, and don't forget to check out all my other videos as well. Thank you.